Hey everybody, sorry I have not been on here lately, but it's been like one of those weeks. Sorry about my hair. So I am kind of getting my stuff together and I'm gonna do what? What? I'm fixing to do a reading. Okay. Go, baby.
You can see me on the wolves.
Okay, go. Go. You're so photogenic. Just. Who are you? Who are you?
Madonna.
How old are you?
6.
What grade are you going to be in next year?
This next class.
Which is first grade? What's your favorite color?
And red, purple, and pink.
Okay, so you have more than one color. What's your favorite drink? What's your favorite drink? Cherry Dr. Pepper?
Cherry Dr. Pepper.
What? I can't hear you. Say that again. Giggle, Mom.
Cherry Dr. Pepper and
You don't know what else, huh? Do you like milk?
Cherry Dr. Pepper and milk
And Coke?
and
Any kind of soda? Okay. What do you like to eat? Coffee? Who gave you coffee? Mama didn't give you coffee. She gave you hot cocoa, but not coffee. She's not dumb enough to do that.
Mama, the hot cocoa looks like coffee. And I taste it, it tastes good.
Okay. Who's your best friend in the world?
Caitlin, Phoebe, Kayla, and Marcus, and
Chloe?
Chloe, and Alicia, and
Bastion?
Ashton, and
Who's your favorite aunt?
Shannon and Uncle Kevin.
Aunt Shannon and Uncle Kevin? Aunt Carrie, is it?
She's mine.
She's yours.
And that's my aunt, and Uncle Kevin's my uncle, and Aunt Carrie is my aunt, and
On Mama's side?
and Aunt Sandy's my aunt,
On Mama's side?
and there's the other one.
Aunt Rita?
Aunt Rita's my aunt.
Aunt Tina?
Aunt Tina is my aunt. And what's the other one is? Figure out.
What's your favorite animal?
Cats and dogs and birds and
Okay,
rabbits.
so you like all animals.
And cows.
Cows? You're stinky. You're stinky.
And horses.
Horses are my favorite too. I
Yeah.
like to ride them.
And
Did you know that when we lived in Sunray, you got to ride a horse?
is it the baby one?
It was a baby one? You remember that?
I cannot see my teeth on the right.
I'm sorry. So, who's your favorite pet between the three we got?
Zeus and Pumbaa
No, Lily?
and Lily and Gaia.
Oh, so we're going to put all the pets together from Aunt Carrie's to mine, huh?
And Gaia and Pastors and I don't know the other Chugs and
George?
George and
Is it?
wait. There's an underdog at somebody's house. At Tina's.
And Tina doesn't have a puppy dog.
I saw one.
She has 2 kitties.
What their name is?
Minnie and Mickey?
Minnie and Mickey.
Minnie and Mickey.
But that's from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
It is simple for them to remember.
Yeah, that's weird. And what's the other one? What's the other pet?
I don't know. That's all I can remember.
What's the other name?
I don't know, but I had coffee and I'm supposed to be doing a reading or something, and you took presents. How is that you took presents?
I cannot take away presents. I can take one of my presents have a name.
No, that means that you took the spotlight.
Like
This was supposed to be a tarot reading and talk, and it ended up being a Morgana thing. Now you understand?
Oh, Mama.
What?
Look at my teeth. Look at my teeth.
How about you brush your teeth?
Mama, look at my teeth on there.
Yeah, I know. How about you brush your teeth? How about you watch your video, or I'm going to change it.
I want to play games.
On what?
On phone.
Here. There you go.
But we'll keep on turning off.
No, it won't. It don't with me. Okay. So, I'm trying to think of cards I might use for this. Is just like a simple reading. And I'm definitely going to have to be making this a for kids thing because she was on here. So, thinking maybe What are you doing, Mo? The spirit animal deck. I'm really thinking about that one.
I don't want to say. Mama, I don't want to say
What?
why.
I thought you was gonna charge it. You and Chloe are the ones that run it down. I'm not gonna do it. Go. So I'm gonna keep that book up because I'm gonna eventually read it and study it so I can get just of it. Okay. We're going to do this. Oh, there's my pictures. Okay, so this is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Chloe Weeks. Another one of my favorites. I don't use it as much as I do the other decks, but I think this is like the perfect time to use this. These cards. I think this will kind of guide her to moving on. Let's see. Okay, so I know how to do that now. Okay, so I'm gonna ask instead of should she move on, because that would be a more yes or no. I'm going to redirect it as how can she move on? What steps does Shelly need? And my kitty, of course, has to say hi. But she's a buddy. Yes, I'm doing oracle reading. Can you please go somewhere else? No. You have food and water. You have to be up my butt. Make it hard so I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm cleaning my watch. I'm going to find a watch. Okay, so I'm trying to drink my coffee here. Really? Oh, you're worse than Mo is. Move your butt. Move your booty. You're digging your claws into my chest. Okay, so that out of the way. Flip a card. We have the Sand Dipper. Spirit. Grasshopper Spirit and the Protective Mode. And this is why it is so hard for me to do reading. Because I have a kitty up my butt, I have a daughter up my butt, I have animals up my butt. Move your booty, please. Thank you. Ooh, and the Panther and the oracle message. Okay. So, I asked just a simple, what steps does she need to take to move on? Send her is number 51. I know you're up there, kitty. What? Really? Oh my gosh. You're a pain in the butt. Thank you for laying down. I appreciate that. Do not knock my cards over. Okay, so here's what it says. Sand Dippers are like cute little clowns. No! Get down. Cute little clowns poking their beaks into the sand before darting off to chase the waves. The appearance of Sand Dipper Spirit is a sign that now is a time to engage your playfulness. Whatever task you have before you, perform them with a lightness of beat. Explore the familiar, discovering the new and the old. Who knows what treasures await you when you let yourself laugh and have fun. Sand Dipper Spirit's happy and curious nature can help you feel rejuvenated as you remember your ability to run and fly and dance playfully. Okay, so to me that is saying she needs to basically quit dwelling on the two because this is holding her down. This is what's going on. She has forgotten the lighter. She does not smile anymore. She's up. I mean, yeah, there's no smile whatsoever on her. And if it is, it's fake. So she needs to bring that out. The playfulness. I really think the first, the second, the protective message is more to her. Okay, so then we have the grasshopper spirit and protective message. 30. Protective message. It is hard for you to trust in good fortune because You have been hurt in the past when you took a risk. Staying earthbound does not offer the safety you seek, for that can be found only through trusting that Spirit is always with you and wants the best for you. Your intuition is guidance from Spirit, telling you to let go of your fears and leap into the abundance and good fortune awaiting you. Grasshopper's has blah blah. I can't even speak right now. Grasshopper's spirit reminds you that the only way now is to jump forward. Can be willing to trust the unknown, the great mystery that you can't fully understand, even if you take the teeniest leap in consciousness. To be willing is a beautiful beginning, sure. Every leap forward brings a new challenge, but you can handle it with Spirit as your partner. Trust that this new experience will only deepen your life with magic and meaning. Take the leap. Okay. Panther 44. Your last card. It takes courage to face challenges, and right now Panther Spirit is here to say that you are braver than you think. Now is the time to take a risk and step into a different aspect of your being. Speak as if you've never spoken before. Act as you have always dreamed you might have the courage to act. Love fiercely and fully and expect to feel the adrenaline rush as you're initiated into a new, braver, bolder self. Panther Spirit says, the time for dreaming about what you want to do is giving way to that first courageous act toward reclaiming your Panther Spirit and power. Your new identity may feel strange at first, but you have what it takes, and your soul wants this. Be bold. Okay, so she's got a lot to go through. I mean, because the protective message is just that, is exactly what she's needing. She is saying basically to let go. Move on. And so that's basically why he came in the protective message and not the other. So who knows? Who knows? I'm wanting to get, and I think when I do, it'll probably be in time that I actually go and get another job, which will probably come when Mo's at school. When school's back in. I need to get a day job though, so I can pick her up and pain my butt. Go through it. Maybe that's how I need to word it with Tara with that question. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this book instead of the other. What steps she need to take to of wands. This deck has been used a lot. Yeah, and that's one thing we should ask. If I understand the need for a love reading, but when dealing with exes, there's a reason why they're an ex and not in the present. So we should ask, instead of, is he back together with me? Is this or that? Maybe it should be, how can I move on from this? And, or what steps do I take to move on? Instead of, stuff like that, especially dealing with exes. So, how she moved on. And I have a feeling I'm hearing holistics in this as I'm doing this. My cards are not really wanting to shuffle right. I already got the Two of Wands, which to me is a person waiting for stuff. Page of Cups. And the Fool. Okay, so simple reading. I have a feeling though it's going to detail a lot more than just holistics. There you are. That's not even in that one. So okay. A little bit of laughter. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to read it all to you. Okay, in the Two of Wands, there is often a figure holding a globe in their outstretched hand, or someone being offered a resource or choice. Lola can be seen as the spiritual source holding out that resource, waiting for you to accept it. You are being given the opportunity to collaborate, take a chance, and go bigger in your life. Stop daydreaming about following your bliss and your one perfect day and make that day happen. It's not going to be given to you on a silver platter. You have to earn it. The flip side is that some risk everything or give too much and don't look after their basic needs. Taking no chances whatsoever is about as fun as watching grass grow. But you don't have to be an adrenaline junkie who gambles with everything they have to gain access to win at life. Be patient and play the long game. There is no better teacher than life itself, engaging with your life. Be present and do your part in the journey instead of being a mere bystander. Then you become the star of your own show. Sure, but taking a chance and you may fall on your face a few times before you succeed. But a large part of being successful is being able to laugh at yourself. Look at the bright side and not take everything in life too seriously, even when you have invested stake in the outcome. This is a card about the journey, and Lolo will make it a rememberable and enjoyable one if you can learn to laugh with the cosmic jokes. Shush! Who's my bingo poop with the mostest roastest? Who's my bingo poop with the mostest roastest? Alright. Boy. That is what I love about I didn't even pull out Lola's card, but I have a feeling that this is going to be like a mixture of Lola and healing. And I'm going to and you know, it is so true because sometimes we forget to laugh. And laughter is the best medicine of everything. By far. So way out there, but oh well. Look at that. So Helix. And I'm not really doing her spread, I'm just doing a little tarot 3-card pull for this. 56. So, the vineyard. Oh, perfect. We're dealing with her emotions. So, I want to put blue because it does represent cups. What? You're a pain in my butt? Yes, you are. There you go. It's not quite, you know. But this is what it says. It says the Page of Cups is the messenger of emotions in the tarot. When this card comes up in a reading, you are being asked not to dismiss the initial feelings you get when you meet a new person or when you enter into a new space. You are never given a message from your guides or inner self that is not important. What you will develop over time is the knowledge of when it is a message from your intuition or when it's something else, like fear speaking. The pages are messengers and cards of potential. What we do with our potential and the message we get will differ from reader to reader, depending on the level of psychic experience and self-development work completed. Many psychic messages around affairs of the heart and relationships will come through this tarot card. The Page of Cups can read people's emotions like a book. However, their delivery tends to be blunt and full of raw emotions. As a natural empath, their talent works hand in hand with divination tarot readings. When this card comes up in a tarot reading, you're being reminded to check your energetic protections so that you do not absorb any energy from your quorums. Learning to observe, not absorb, is a gift for all diviners, tarot readers. Okay, so basically there's going to be a message for her. And we have the Fool. The Fool is definitely, I think, one of, I don't think so. I think we're dealing with, yeah. Okay, so 112 and 6. So let's see what 112 brings us. And if that one fits it, I think it will though. Ah, okay, yep. The Fool is always around when there is a change in the air. You may be starting a new job or getting to know a new person, or it might be time you're rebooting your life to get back on track. All of this comes with a lot of unknowns and uncertainties. Okay, yeah, this one is it. Okay, so this one basically says so far that okay, so we're dealing with Nick. We're going to do a bright color. What was that about? Okay, so it says, why is such a positive and iconic card in the tarot here with Nyx? Hold on, because you really would not think of such a carefree card as a whole to be that. But I understand where she's coming from now as I read it. Okay. So, and the shadow. Because the pull can be seen as running away from ourselves, our responsibilities, and the things we don't like. It can also be the mess we leave behind after doing something shitty and don't properly apologize, trying to put the blame back on the person that was wrong. Okay, so right there tells me why this card came up. And then the one with, well, that just didn't make sense. This one, okay, so here's the gist. She has done some wrong to somebody, and I'm not going to say the person's name, but one of the persons that she wants to get back with, she was not nice. So, it's all about, you know, she constantly was like, when I addressed it with her, I said, look, you did him wrong. I mean, you're married to this one guy, and you're with this other. I said, how was you going, what was you thinking, you know? Was you expecting a different reaction to the thing in the matter? And how she played it off. Well, what would you expect me to do, sis? I mean, he was in prison and I was alone. So she was putting it off on him. But she got herself in that mess because she wronged somebody. And I just really feel that's what this card is telling her. Is, I mean, already, just reading that one paragraph, and it was like, da 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 da. No. Let's get down to brass tacks, dear. Here's what's going on. So instead of apologizing, she just tried to play it off on the other person. The fool can also be seen as being selfish and not caring about other people. Again, that is what she did. You know what? As much as people really want to underline this or highlight it, that's really, I think, important. I'm also going to underline this part. I think that part is really important too. So the second paragraph to the fool in Nyx is this. It says the fool can also be seen as being selfish and not caring about other people. They simply focus on their own pleasure and experience, get downright foolish or willfully ignorant. Some people like to stay in a cage of their personal views and beliefs. They want to be mad at the other and hate people that they deem to be wrong without justification or any attempt at understanding or compassion. This person is undoubtedly the fool. Finally, this card is connected to the creation of the shadow side within us. We make it by suppressing parts of ourselves or from believing the things we receive as a child. Children can struggle to reject other people's negative opinions about them because they don't yet have the tools. Same goes for many adults. Working with Nyx and your inner child can help bring some of those deep-rooted childhood beliefs into the light so they can be let go. So the steps here for how can she move on is that 1, take stock in what you have done. Quit blaming it on others. Understand where that other person is coming from and why they feel the way they feel. And to really get back, first part is to get back to her laughter. To get back to that. The second part cups. We are telling you. hurt you. So in Tasmania, it's a message from her spirit guides that she needs to listen to. And then, of course, there's dealing with your shadow self. And that is her, how she needs to move on. Reading. And I think it's really important that, because she's wanting to get back to the person that she has wronged. But then she's also asked about the other one that was involved in this. And they both were in the wrong. And so I really feel like she's not really because now her family wants something to do with her in a way, now that she doesn't have this other person that's in the picture. And if she even attempts to go back to this other person, and that's not her husband, by the way, that will be ruined. So instead of moving forward and onward, she's going to digress and go backwards and go back to the way things were before, she ended it with this one guy. And I think it's a hell of a mess. That's all I can say. It's just a big, fat, stinking hot how of a mess. Because she don't want to move on. And this is just my opinion and how I feel about the matter, because I was involved in all these readings that she has asked me to do. And to be honest, I really should have just freaking said, okay, you got the payment, you got the money for these readings, because this is costly. And trust me. Because it was the same thing over and over again. Her husband and this other guy, her husband and this other guy. And then husband got out of the picture, and it was the other guy. And it's such a difference between the two, because I really felt like she should have. Because one of the questions she asked is, will her husband get out of prison? And it was yes, but it did not tell exactly when. So, and she didn't listen. And she went with the other guy. And so now she created this web of pure bullshit. And she hurt her husband. Because she wasn't faithful to him. And he was in there alone throughout this whole thing, and she was moving on. Okay, so I believe in my heart that she needs to move on from both. Her husband then said he does not want anything to do with her. He just does not want anything to do. He's hurt. And she's got to understand that. She hurt him deeply. And that pain takes time to heal. And how can a person heal from that kind of hurt if the other one is not allowing it? And then, you know, she left this other guy, and now she's wanting to get back with him. But he's a freaking hot mess himself. And toxic. So toxic. So it's like, what do you do? But I just, she needs to move on. And she just needs to move on. That is, you know, the reading of this gist. And I hope y'all enjoy it. Please stay tuned. I will try to get back on here now that I have fixed my microphone on here. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.